going on, YouTube? Let me talk to you. My name's Captain Crush. I'm here to discuss the 2 WNBA games. If you're new to my channel, what I do is discuss fantasy sports via PrizePicks, Underdog, Thrive Fantasy, and including Sleeper, especially Sleeper for MLB. I use a variety of tools. This little puppy right here is Outlier Bet. As you can see, Seattle Storm versus the Atlanta Dream, 9.5 point spread. Over under 170.5 points. That's a lot of points. And then we have King of the Road, Las Vegas Aces versus the Los Angeles Sparks. Over under 169 and a 12.5 point spread. Here's the facts, okay? Both of these games are absolutely supposed to be blowouts. 9.5 and 12.5. We had a couple of games earlier today. I'm sorry I woke up late, but my Discord ate because guess what? I'm going right over to PrizePicks and I went 7 for 7 today. You heard me. 7 of 7 for that Chicago Sky game. Get out your brooms because it's a full sweep. If you don't believe me, ask them. And then for that dumpster fire that they want to call a basketball game, it wasn't a basketball game. It was a dumpster fire, a shelling, a shellacking, a beating. It's unbelievable what Natasha Howard and Satou Sabali were able to do to Miss Collier and co. They beat the brakes off those folks, all right? It's absolutely insane. 30-point deficit, but guess what? Natasha Howard, cash it. Satou Sabali, cash it. Tierra McCowan, cash it. And Kayla McBride, under season, cash it. Fortunately, I had over on Napheesa Collier, but she sold. But that's neither here nor there. 4 of 6 for that one. 7 of 7 for the Chicago Sky. And hey, JJ, Brianna Stewart over 19 PRA was a push. And Alyssa Thomas, more 18.5 PRA for first half. Cash that too, buddy. When you add all that up and you take yesterday's YouTube video and the props from there, I've been on an absolute WNBA heater. So those of you who have lost faith in the WNBA, guess what? Get back on your bike and get back on the horse. It's time to ride again. Captain Crush is going to lead you into the sunset. Let's go. So let's break these two things down, okay? First of all, yesterday, my only miss. I didn't really miss because I didn't give you YouTube brethren or women an answer on Jewel Lloyd. I told you. I said it. I made the case. She can get hot at any given moment. Twice on Sundays. Yesterday, they were down 20 going into the fourth quarter. And then she just exploded. Caught them up. Covered her real point total by an insane margin. At the end of the day, at the end of the first half, she had around 11 points. She needed literally to go nuclear, and she did. And I say that day in, day out. She can do that anytime she's on the court, and I won't blink. I'm usually going to be on less because it's just a heck of a lot of points. Here's the deal with Jewel Lloyd. Back at it again, boys. She's facing the Atlanta Dream. They give up the most points allowed, all of it. They give up the most points allowed out of the 12 teams in the league, and she's at 23.5. She's coming off an amazing heater. She was at 24 points earlier. I liked under. Now she's at 23.5, and I still like under. Yes, believe it. I'm ready to eat chalk because under is the right play. I don't care. 24 is a lot of points. She's gonna get under that more often than not. You know how hard it is to step out on the court and go back to back and put up 25 to 30 point games? It's hard. I know the matchup's elite. I know that she's literally in a smash spot. If you want to take more and ride the train, if you had more yesterday, take more again today. If you had less yesterday, take less today. Don't make your bet choice just because of one result. Do not be results oriented. Make the right plays day in and day out, and eventually you'll find the green beans. I promise. All right. So let's move on. Oh, by the way, my best advice for Jewel Lloyd, she was at 36 fantasy points earlier. Just fade the prop. You don't have to go there. Just fade it. Cheyenne Parker, the eyelashes from heaven. Guess what? She's facing that dumpster fire Seattle, and I'm taking more on her fantasy points. Why? Because she is going to most likely go over, okay? 39 versus Chicago, 40 versus Chicago, 37 versus the Sparks, 21 versus the Sparks, and 14 versus Washington. She was at 27.5 a couple days ago, and everyone in the PrizePicks toxic Discord was like, oh my goodness, take under, you clown. But no, I took over, and I'll continue to ride that train till I'm forced off. So give me Cheyenne Parker over 31 fantasy points, and guess what? If she sells, oh my, oh me, oh my, it's Papa Pie and Marario. She sells. I don't care. Okay, it's the right play. Get off of it. Miss me with the tears. Next, we're gonna talk about Chelsea Gray. All right, yeah, let's talk about Chelsea Gray. 31.5 fantasy points. Is it in play? You bet your bottom dollar it's play. If Candace Parker sits the bench, if she rides the pine because of an injury or whatever else, I'm taking more on Chelsea Gray. What's her assist at? Yesterday I had it at 6.5. I touted it right here on this very channel, and she went for 11. Cash it. Bang. 11 and 10. Why, Cap? Why? Because when Candace Parker takes a seat, Chelsea Gray goes back into a facilitating role. But yesterday she was in a scoring role too. She did it all. She crushed her fantasy sport, and I'm fantasy point total. I keep trying to say sport and it ain't having it. Fantasy point total, kid. Come on, speak. Anyways, I had her. I'm taking her again at 31.5 fantasy. If you want to go to her assist, take it too. Again, this is if Candace Parker sits, all right? Miss me with the cap, she's sold and blah. Nah, if Candace Parker's in, all bets are off, okay? Jordan Canada, 5.5 assists. Oh, Canada. I always tell y'all she's in play at 5.5. If you want to take more at 5.5, you absolutely can, and I won't begrudge you. Now let's talk about rebound. Does anyone remember when Alicia Gray was at 6.5 rebounds? Pepperidge Farm remembers, and so does Captain Crush. Now she's at 4.5. She's in an elite spot. Atlanta gives up rebounds. Take more at 4.5. Absolutely in play. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. But what do I like more than that? I like her PRA. I believe it's at 27. Please don't be bumped. I'm begging you. There it is. 27 PRA for Miss Alicia Gray. I like it. You could run it with Chelsea Gray, and you could have a Gray and Gray combo. What do you know? Could be good. It could be bad. We'll have to wait and see. All right. I'm going to talk about 3 more, and then I'm getting off here. I told you I'm making this video short and sweet today because I got places to be and people to see, and I ain't capping. All right. Kelsey Plum, 28 fantasy points. I had this over earlier at 27. I still like it, especially if Candace Parker sits. You best be on some Kelsey Plum. I'm telling you right now. Plum is going to plum. 28 fantasy points. I like it. De'Erica Hamby, I like less. She was at 24. Now she's at 23.5. You can take less right here. I love it. Okay. I wish it didn't get bumped for you folks, but the Discord members got there early. So stop being a cheapskate and get in the Discord. It's all this plus more. You can't beat it with a stick. I went 7 for 7 today. What else do you want? What else do you want? Okay. Let's talk about Aja Wilson. She was the only Las Vegas Aces member that didn't play a full game yesterday because of the blowout. She barely played the 4th, and she still almost covered her fantasy line. 37 fantasy. You want to take a shot on Miss Wilson at 43.5, you could, but I don't really like it. I don't like it at all, to tell you the truth. What I do like is her rebound. 9.5. I like it. It's always going to be in play. It's always going to be scary, but it's always in play. And now we can talk about Ika Agwamike, okay? 19 points. I like less. I know she's favored to go over and all that jazz. I get all that, boys. I get all that. But at the end of the day, 19 is a lot. She's going to need 20 to beat me. She's playing the king of the road Las Vegas Ace, and they obliterate teams. They don't see 4 quarters because they crush them so bad. Look at yesterday. Look at what the Las Vegas Aces did to Diana Taurasi, Sophie Cunningham, and Brittany Griner. They smacked them all the way back into high school, okay? It wasn't even a game. It was a joke. Luckily, we had unders on both, except for Sophie Cunningham. My goodness. Why is she always coming out of my mouth? Sophie, you're letting me down. You're letting everyone down. It's no longer Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. It's Sophie Cunningham and the 5 Red Peppers, and I'm sick of it. But I'll be on you next. You bet, rest assured, because your line's going to be deflated. And last but not least, Jackie Young, 18.5 points. It's absolutely in play. I had this yesterday, and she went nuclear. She got 23, and she barely played the 4th. I like it a lot. The whole thing is going to be is whether this game stays close. If this game stays close, you're going to have a barn burner. If not, all bets are off. You want to take Rin Howard over 19.5 points? She's absolutely in play facing Seattle. I will tell you that right now, okay? That game could get close. It could be a fast competitive game. And there's one person, last but not least, that I'm gonna talk about here, and that's gonna be Ezi Magabor. I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I have to because yesterday I had her at 7.5. I preached it right here on this channel, and guess what? She cash money, baby. She was at 7.5 earlier today, and I got her locked in at 7.5. Now she's all the way up to 8. She's gonna need 9 to cash you. But guess what? If you want to take over and throw a dice, shake it up, throw it, hopefully it lands on number 9, because that's what you're gonna need. You absolutely can. Or you can just take her points and rebounds, or maybe even her fantasy score. It's up to you. Dealer's choice. Y'all decide, because I ain't gonna decide for you. That ain't my job. All right, that's all I wanted to talk about with Prize Picks. Anything on the Summer League? Oh yeah, Jaden Hardy, the Summer League darling. Everybody's giving me grief about my Jaden Hardy call. I like under 24 points. Can he absolutely sell? Of course. Of course he can sell. Do I look like a donkey to you? Of course he can sell. He can go for 30 and I won't even blink. It happened. But at the end of the day, when the day's done, he needs to get a 25 points to win, which means he needs to hit 40% of his shots, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and take the under on that because I don't have faith in a Summer League kid just hitting 40% of his shots. I'll be on the right side of it more often than not. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, okay? And then I'm going to throw in one more. It would be Jaden Ivey, PRA, okay? This guy crushes. He does it all, especially Summer League is built for a guy like this where he can just go out there and show out. He could get anywhere from 8 to 10 assists. He could also get 2 and 2 real points. I've seen him do both. His name is Jaden Ivey. This is what he does, okay? So you can have Jaden and Jaden, a nice little combo there, less and more. I like it. Jaden and Jaden, and then throw in Gray and Gray, and you've got a double wombo combo, courtesy Captain Crush, baby. That's what it's all about. Combo season, okay? So we've covered everything that I want to cover. I know it's a quick video, but like I said, I got places to be. I hope you guys crushed earlier today. I'm gonna say one last thing. If you want to know where I go 7-7, it's right here in the Discord via Dub Club. Go to CaptainCrush.net and get the gold package, and you can get it too. And you could have been 7 for 7 today yourself. You could have had all the W's and minus the L's. I know it. I know my haters hate to see it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. When the year is done, the hit rate stays the same. Today, put me in the 99% column. Tomorrow, I may only go 52 to 54%, but we ain't about that. We're about today, and it's 99%. Hopefully, I can continue that momentum into the last 2 games. I will be making a Discord live community slip for the soldiers that are in there. Appreciate you guys for checking out my channel. If you're new, let me know. If you want to throw tomatoes at me in the comments, go ahead. I'm iron, boys. You can't break me. I'm giving you a salute. Good luck tonight, and as always, let's crush.